2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
My heart's pounding and my palms are sweaty. Let's see how they play out. Second shot here on the first. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. That might not have found the green there, Rich, but that is a brilliant play right up on the fringe.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Getting ready to play their third. Just didn't drop. So close to the eagle. He's currently in a share of top spot. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, well played. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Now on the tee of a long par 4. That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Second shot here on the third. This one needs to kick left. Oh, terrific approach and a chance for birdie here at the third.
Putt is underway.
Ouch, that hurts. And that should secure the par on this one. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Par threes always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
This is from miles away. How good would that have been if it had dropped? And this putt coming up for his par. He finds himself in a share of the lead. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That was a beauty, right against the hole. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Wonderful shot. Now leading by 1 shot. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
I like the look of this. Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
And tidy looking shot, that one. Good look at a birdie here. Looking good. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
The lead continues to grow. This is simply amazing.
Setting up now on a par 4. Wow, that was just striped. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Yeah, nicely played. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet. This is their look at birdie.
Oh, just missed. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Just one off the lead after that hole. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Playing from around 160 yards. Only one shot off the pace.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
A chance here to take top spot on the leaderboard.
Nice line.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. Step aside, everyone else. Now number 1. Time now to make the turn for home, Rich. And this is an exciting part of the championship. What are your thoughts on this performance?
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Great drive, this one. They could get all the way onto the surface. Second shot here on the 10th hole. Nice recovery there.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. This hole is a par 5.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well struck. Second shot here on the 11th. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
It was on a good line. Oh, how good was that? Almost an eagle. And that makes him tied for first. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
A bit too much club there.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. This hole is a long par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Nice out the rough here.
Well played, mate. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, get in. Yes, they've made it. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. And we've arrived at a par 3.
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
And from the greenside rough here.
He has this putt to save his par. Good looking putt.
That gets the job done.
He's currently sitting in third. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Great shot. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
That should find the surface.
Yeah, the wind's really starting to blow, but that didn't faze them.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. This one's looking good.
Oh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
That's a great shot here at 16. It sets up a chance for birdie.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Ooh. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
Gee, that had a chance, didn't it?
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. And with that putt, concludes this players round.